I should lead on.
So the song "The Way to Barcelona," I wrote it 24 years ago now. I was on a train to Barcelona. I was taking a trip to Europe with some friends. It was the first time out of the country, kind of experiencing the wide world as a young man, and I had just started a relationship actually before I left for that trip. And as much fun as I was having on the trip, we were on this night train to Barcelona. It was like 4 in the morning. I couldn't really sleep anymore, and I just was looking out the window at the countryside and feeling lonely in the world, missing back home despite having a great time where I was at. All right, the final version came together through a lot of brainstorming before we went into the studio. It was a little bit challenging because it was already a fully formed song. I wrote it at a time when I never had any conception that I was ever going to be in a band later in my life. So trying to figure out the additional instrumentation. Initially I had just some guitar noodling at the beginning, but then Carolyn added harmonica to really emulate the train sound, which was like, and then figuring out some cool guitar parts. What was really cool about when we went into the studio is that I had originally written it on a 12-string guitar, but then when we brought it to the band, we don't have a 12-string guitar in the band, but then we went into the studio, there was a 12-string guitar in there, and I was like, oh my God, this is really cool. It kind of brought it full circle a little bit. So John played 12-string on that, and you can hear it. And I don't know, for me personally, that just kind of brought it back to when I actually wrote the song. It was kind of cool. Yeah, and we really played with the sound of the train. So Jacob added these really cool percussion elements that kind of emulated the train sound, like chugging along. So that was really exciting when we kind of figured that out. So what I like most about this song is number one, the memory of the collaboration that it took for the band to make it what it was as the final product. Just the idea of the power of a group, like it just made it much better than it ever could have been on my own. I like my guitar solos in it. There's 2 solos. The first solo, I tried to a little bit of that classical Spanish feel to it. And then the second put some effects on guitar that just emulated more of the train sound, and the music is chugging underneath, and that solo, I think, really, it just locked in better. I think for listeners, I'm hoping it evokes maybe just a feeling of traveling in the wide world, like the world's open to you, embrace it. Even if you're sad or feeling lonely or something, but I'm hoping it just evokes just that kind of classic feel you get on a train where you're just kind of rolling through an open countryside. I think kind of the music that we developed behind the lyrics evokes that. And for me on a personal note, it's just a reminder of my youth. And so maybe people can just have a little bit of nostalgia about their youth when they hear it.